Hello and welcome to Best Replays of the Week. In this episode we have a Swedish sniper, a scout doing donuts, and a near suicidal defender. Roll out! We start off with a VK3001P on steps. Matchmaking has not been kind on my bags, but the map is open and offers lots of opportunities for flanking. The good old VK is a reliable tank, as it always has been. It's not particularly great in any aspect, apart from this fantastic hard-hitting 88 gun, that is. An early spot provides a little bit of damage, but more importantly, a ton of information on enemy movements. Nice bush. This bush has lost its value, so our hero decides pushing towards the cap circle will be the best next move. In the meantime, 4 allies have been sent back to the garage. Not a great start. A cautious approach is not going to work here. Enemies have taken the west flank, so the cap circle needs to be secured quickly. This Panther M10 is the first target up on the chopping block. Such an aggressive flank! I so badly want this to work. Thanks, Artie. The team isn't completely AFK. But that Mauer's hide is just too tough. Better keep driving. Oh, that CDC's distracted. A perfect opportunity. Flanking down the hill gives enough speed for a stylish round, saving a shell for my baggage. Even from the rear, you've got to be careful with the Mauer, especially when under fire from artillery. Eliminating all eyes on the cap and the enemy's crossfire at last gives the Greens access to the cap, if there were any left, that is. Meanwhile, there's still 7 enemy tanks alive, including 3 artillery, so cap is just not viable. The enemy STRV is taken out by the final friendly, but that just signals the beginning of the oncoming horde. Whoa! That's all 4 enemy tanks spotted and they have us surrounded. My bags knows, protect the 112, protect the win. This KV2 also knows what's up, trying to bypass our hero to kill the 112. Not if we can help it. That's the KV2. I'm coming, 112! And even though our 112 falls, its heroic effort means it's now my bags versus Artie. This is starting to look winnable. Here's the first one, swiftly dealt with as his allies miss their shots. 2 remain. Here's number 2. You're not running on my watch, GW. Ouch. The tracking shot on the GW brings the gun to bear, removing any remaining HP buffer we had. It would have been just too easy otherwise. And here's the GW Tiger, closing the distance, ready to fire. Phew, that was close. Artie shells passed just to the right of the turret, and with that, the game is won. 2 easy shots are enough to send the Artie back to garage and to secure the win. Even GG's from the 112 who stayed to watch till the end. Victory with 5,600 points of damage in a tier 6 machine and a whopping 2,336 base XP. My bag showed brilliant awareness and flanking, showing that even a bottom tier machine can prove its worth. Well played. Next up, we have Daniel Plazak showing off some bush camping skills on Fiery Sailor. And what better tank to do it in than the stealthy and hard-hitting Use 3. Daniel is not a fan of waiting for the enemies over at 1-2 line, and neither are we, so he heads for the hill over in the east. Ouch! The camera does not hold up this time, but all that is lost is a repair kit, which is now on cooldown. Let's stay off the top of the hill for a while. There's some opportunity sniping enemy tanks in the middle, but no significant damage is done, and the allies are slowly wavering. Okay, this is getting risky. Udes are not frontline tanks, and staying at the bottom of the hill is just asking to overrun. Instead, this bush allows our hero to safely shoot at any enemies poking the hilltop. Using the fantastic camo plus the old 15 meters transparency trick, this almost seems like a turkey shoot. What's the 15 meter bush rule, you say? Well, if you get within 15 meters, when you fire, the enemy can see you. If you're beyond 15 meters, the bush still hides you. Simple as that. And you can easily tell when you're within 50 meters because the bush turns transparent. Easy, school's over, back to the replay. If Daniel misplayed this at any moment and got spotted, it would be all over. amazing mechanics knowledge and skill. The camo finally fails, and our heroes surround it. Hey, that's Moo! A conqueror punishes our hero, putting a shot into the rear of our utes. What was rule 7 again? If spotted, lose sight, then reposition. Daniel knows what I'm talking about. The cap is getting close, so resetting this Jagdtiger is essential, although dealing with the conch would have been preferred. And here's another tip. Moving close to the bush allows our hero to spot the enemy. Moving back and firing ensures he is not spotted, meaning this Jagdtiger doesn't even know what hit him. The final ally's suicides and gets a bit salty, but at least that conch is gone. Soon after, the Red IS-3 decides to cluelessly search for our assassin hero. It doesn't end well. It's too hard to get shots from here. The hill should provide the vision and angle needed. As the siren sounds, all 3 enemy tanks enter the cap. This will not be easy. 3, 2, 1, 0. Yes! A last second decap buys another 18 seconds, but there's no time for stealth. Oof. The dying shot of the Jagdtiger puts Daniel down to 41 HP, and since it was already reset, it hasn't helped much. But the RT runs away, and that other TD hasn't been spotted. 3, 2, 1, 0. No targets. GG, no base capture. Never mind the loss. Daniel used some textbook sniping and expert usage of bush to stay hidden. And 8k damage in a tier 8 tank represents that well. Congratulations, Daniel Classic. You are our Sniper of the Week. The next we play is a scout on Malinavka. We've seen a lot of passive scouts recently. So now let's see an active one. Show us what you can do, Vicus. The tank of choice is the Chinese Type 62. Light tank, stealthy, and not to be underestimated even when bottom of the pile. Oh, is that 2 stars on the gun barrel? Oh, indeed it is. I expect a good game here. A good opening spot reveals the positions of 8 enemy tanks. Make that 9. And with the sounds of distant support guns, makes 3k assisted damage already. Not bad. Vicus decides that making donuts in the dirt is the best thing to do, whilst watching the assistant damage climb to 6k. But a slight problem appears. With an abundance of targets, our allies did not bother to move out of the spawn and allowed the enemy to take every significant position on the map. Apart from the west. Maybe we can at least take advantage of that one. Just in time. Hello and goodbye, 71. Whilst here, why not simply flank the enemy team? Even with 7k spotting, this game is still close, although slightly in favour of the Reds. Vicus holds their fire, waiting for an opportunity. Yes, that's exactly what we needed. With their tier 9 TD out of the way, it's time to infiltrate their lines and cause mass panic and confusion. But first, take out this artillery. Priorities are important, you know. One less enemy to worry about. Finally, the battle is level. Maybe not. The fewer tanks there are, the more important the positioning becomes. Hence, the lack of hill control is painfully obvious now. The Green's front line suddenly dissolves, making it 2v5, and now there's no room for error. The Type 4 is spotted. After some careful relocating, it's taken out. Unfortunately, the final ally is overwhelmed and knocked out. 1v4. Time for that 3rd star? We've seen all but that arty. Where could it be? There! That ill-fated cap attempt is dealt with, but now the Oni is trying the same. 24 HP usually calls for HE, but that thick Japanese armor prevents any HE damage. Suddenly, a wild scorpion appears. Clearly hunting our hero, but Vicus was on the case. As the siren continues to wail, Vicus continues to try HE on the Oni. Give up, there's no... Oh. The Oni dies, and now it's one-on-one. 1 minute left. That T-44 just triggered the cap, giving away his position with only 51 seconds left. Not smart. Time to hunt. Rule 3 from my What Survival Guide. Attack where the enemy least expects. Works like a charm. With the T-44 looking the wrong way, all Vicus needs are 2 well-aimed shots. 1. 2. The gun doesn't disappoint. Victory with less than 10 seconds on the clock. Brilliant game. That type would have been undamaged if not for the timer. Vicus managed to get their 3rd gun up for their type with 8,000 assistant and 2,700 damage done. Vicus, you can now proudly also call yourself Scout of the Week. Congratulations. Moving on, we have a high-tier game on Highway. Morpheus finds themselves driving a Batchat in a full tier 10 game. Let's see what they can do. Using the speed of the Batchat, Morpheus does what can only be called an aggressive spotting run. While the numbers might make it seem ineffective, yielding only 400 damage and some spots, it actually denied enemy TDs great positions to shoot allied tanks and was well worth it. As a lightly armoured tank, fighting in the city is all about finding an opportunity. Or 2. Let this be a lesson for everyone. Just look at the minimap. Yeah. Well, they didn't start the cap, so let's just chill here and see what happens next. The red 121 decides for our hero by suiciding in and dies to the autoloader. But not before dropping our hero to half HP. The Object 140 follows behind, but Morpheus is on reload, so no need to stick around. Relocating to find a different angle is good, but this angle won't do. Only 1 shell connects, and the mouse is allowed to take cover without significant punishment. A missed opportunity. Desperate times call for desperate measures, but is charging into town against 3 enemy tanks really a good idea? Incredible! It actually worked! The Type 5 is taken out while the mouse and Jagdpanzer E100 can only watch the nimble Batchat slip away on reload. 4v1. Hunting down the 2 RT is a good idea. The GW is easy prey, but the bad RT is legged it. There you are. But rushing the opening shot means it gets away. Not good. A Jagdpanzer in the open without 6th sense? An easy peasy kill with a perfect 5 out of 5 drop. But that leaves our hero with only 7 shells remaining, and the familiar capture siren can be heard. Shockingly, it's the mouse capping and not the RT. This will be tough. All 7 shells are needed, but Morpheus doesn't panic. 1 reset. 1 flank. One bait later, and we have a smoking wreck of a mouse. Out of ammo, but things don't look so bleak after all. 700 HP is plenty to survive a round against a badly damaged RT. Although I'm sure Morpheus is cursing that missed shot earlier. There it is, that's our chance. And it misses. 10 seconds left before it's reloaded. Charge! Oh no! 1 second late means RT is reloaded and the splash damage is enough to remove the HP buffer needed. So the ram killed both tanks and this game ends up a dramatic draw. Such an unfortunate ending. Morpheus the Stalkefer missed on a victory by a mere 2 seconds after playing so well. Well, I hope that being our Heartbreak of the Week makes up for the draw somewhat. And the episode finale, the best replay of the week. Today we've got me Gits in the cutest teeny tiny light, the AMX ELC. The map is steppes and there's plenty of tier 4 and 5 tanks around. Passive spotting reveals this very confused Hetzer attempting to do a 3-point turn. Maybe? Okay, what on earth is going on? That is one way of adding some space armor, Mr. OI. But it's not quite big enough though, and ended up not doing much good. That's not the way you passive spot 38 enemy. The turret goes all the way around now? Back in my day, it didn't even do 180. When did that happen?
9.80.
Really? Oh, carry on then. Time to get serious. Allies are 4 tanks down, so no more joking around from now on. Long range fire is effective, but the last ally dies attempting to cap. But look at the positives. There's a Kolobanovs on offer. Certainly now that the DW2 is taken care of. Add 1 more to the tally. We would suggest to this Panzer IV player to turn on their hit markers. Never mind, 1 more kill for our hero. With time to spare, the cap is partially reset. Our hero is getting nervous though. An IKV might be hard hitting, but its accuracy is lacking, certainly against a target as small as the ELC. Whoa, that could have been it, but the Hetzer misses the shot and wins a ticket back to the garage. You can almost smell that Kolobanovs. But that's a T-67 right behind. Panic! Or maybe not. Do a barrel roll. 10 out of 10 for style, but efficiency is lacking. Scratch another tank, 1 left. And here it comes. Head to head, 1-on-1. Mano a mano, do or die, a Mexican standoff? Nope, as the red ELC pulls the trigger first and connects, but it's not fatal. Miguetz fires, the shell punches through the fuel tank, setting the enemy on fire and burning it to a crisp. A true marksman doesn't need to fire twice. It's over. You see, there are 2 kinds of people in this game, those with fire extinguishers and those who burn. You burn. Certainly the most entertaining replay this week, but beyond that, Miguet has managed 11 kills, 2.8 thousand damage, and the all-important Kolobanovs medal. Congratulations, you are our best replay of the week. And that's all for this week. A bit of fun, a bit of drama, and a lot of destruction. Do you agree with our choice of best replay of the week? Let me know in our weekly Reddit thread or down below in the comments. I'm Luke Nella, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.